All right. Good evening, Who That Nation. Welcome to the WDN Chat Line Podcast. It's the host CB. And yes, tonight you will be getting a recording of tonight's preview show. Apologies, but I'm gonna just keep it all the way funky with you all. Um I'm very uninterested in doing this preview show because we already know who we going up against. And just to put it quite frankly, um the only hope we have in this game is if the Bills decide not to show up. Um that's basically what's going to increase our chances of winning. So if we happen to just even be in the ball game or even win this ball game, it's going to be due to them not showing up ready to play. So that's why I just wanted to record tonight, man. And apologies, man. I do, love to interact with the listeners and stuff. And just a heads up, tomorrow night I will be doing a Madden showdown, so that will leave the floor open for live conversation with you all. I just didn't want to do it in this format tonight, not with this ball club we're facing. And to be honest, I'm gonna get into a little chirping, but like, is we really about to compare rosters and ways we can win this ball game and stuff like that? No, we are undisciplined football team, young, undisciplined. We got vets that don't want to help out Spencer Rattler. So what is we really taking into this week? We don't have a number one receiver. Nobody can't make tough catches. Um, so like, what is we really talking about? But well, I'm gonna go ahead and just make this quick, man. I'm a chirp. It's a few topics that I've been wanting to talk about. Um, anyway, so that'll kind of push some time and make things a little bit more interesting after I get on, these topics. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and start with our offense versus their defense. Now, the Bills, the Bills have a solid defense, but that's not the hammer to their team. The hammer to their team is the offensive side. We get into that. It's really not too much to say on that side that brings any hope, for our club. But who knows, man? Any given Sunday, ain't that what they say? So okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just read out some names to watch on the Bills defensive side of the ball. And before I even do that, man, I just want to note that once again, we had Chase Young. He's not playing Sunday. Nothing new. Calf strain. You might as well sit him out at least another month. Because if you got a calf injury and that calf is not fully healed, it's gonna go to another muscle group. We've seen that with Tyrese Halliburton in the finals. It started off with a calf injury. He tried to play through it, and it worked down to his Achilles. So um, we don't. I'm not gonna say we don't want nothing like that, but we paying to do that much money. I don't want to see nothing like that happen to him, even though we're not getting nothing in the meantime. But it is what it is. Okay, moving along. Other injuries. Let me get to my injury report. Y'all just excuse me. I do know Chase Young is not playing. Devon Vale is questionable. I believe we're gonna see Trevor Penning again this week. Okay, here we go. We got Ty Fuaga. Fuaga didn't have no injury designation. He practiced fully today, so he's gonna be playing Sunday. Who else was out? Trey Palmer was out last week. He's gonna be playing. Would love to see the addition of him and a few snap counts. Interesting to see what he's gonna bring to the team. As far as him being a developmental, he kind of showed his face with the Bucks. So let's just get him in the rotation and see what he can do. Also want to see Mason Tipton. Why aren't we seeing these guys? And let's not act like Chris Olave is And it ain't nothing against Shaheed. Shaheed, honestly, Shaheed is playing in the role that he's supposed to be in, a number two receiver. Do he have the abilities to be a number one? I mean, speed wise and all that, yeah, but to be a number one receiver don't mean you gotta be the fastest. Mike Thomas was a number one receiver. Was he the fastest? No. So he's a very solid number two option. And he's in his right place, but we got another number two guy in Olave. But I'm just saying this. I would love to see, Trey Palmer get incorporated in some snaps. Mason Tempton get incorporated in some snaps. The poke guy that y'all got from the Patriots. Um, Once he start practicing and stuff like that, I think he just got off an injury reserve. He just got assigned a number 89. Let's see these guys, the guys that Kellen Moore is bringing. I mean, I'm really more interested to see what we possibly have in those guys than a Olave. So that's just another reason why we should move away from Olave at the deadline and get some capital back. One of these teams that take a nice swing. One of these playoff teams that need a little solid piece. Not saying Olave, Chris Olave is not garbage. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Chris Olave is garbage, but when you got a great football team and then you add a Olave to the mix, I think he's good enough to put a team over the hump. Not number one receiver wise, but it's a good push if he can stay on the field. So moving along, we got Dylan Brundage, he's out. Trevor Penning, no injury designation. So that's pretty much it, man. Receiver wise, like I said, I just want to see those guys start getting some snap counts. And honestly, Mason Tempton, I'm pissed off at Kellen about that. Why is it this man getting no reps? He was the all-star. He was the all-star in the preseason. So you can't say the defense are all-star. Y'all named Kool-Aid the all-star. He's out here getting torched. But then when Tipton is getting named the offensive all-star, he hadn't even. I don't even think I seen him play one snap. I hadn't seen him play one snap unless I just missed it, or unless he got in at the end of this Seahawks game. I didn't. I didn't really see him out there. I haven't seen a snap with him out there yet. So, and then another person that just came to mind is Taysom Hill. I know we can't. Taysom Hill is 36. So I know we not about to be getting no third, second round pick for Taysom. I understand that, but if we can talk to Denver, if we can talk to Denver and we can squeeze a fifth for Taysom, that's a steal. If we can squeeze a fifth round pick for Taysom, that's a steal. And I think Sean will take that gamble. Because when healthy, I mean, I really ain't see no signs. I don't know how this ACL going to fit Taysom when he get back. But if he's healthy before the deadline, if he's off PUP after the 6 week and start practicing, which I'm pretty sure he would, he will be after the 6 weeks. He's gonna be practicing. This is just names to look at, man. And I know I'm kind of getting off topic. Do y'all? Y'all are really trying to hear about this matchup. This is arguably the best, arguably the top three teams in football. Arguably a top three team in football. And we think the Seattle game was something. Let us go out there and let special teams take over. And then you add that high power offense on top of that. That team will hang 60 on us quickly. And anyway, let me talk football. Okay, some names just to put out. They got Ed Oliver. He won't be playing this game, but I don't think going up against our squad. I don't think it really give us an advantage on the offensive side because offensively if guys is not helping Spencer out, then it really doesn't matter who they got. Like we seen backups get in and get the job done against our guys. So Greg Rosso, he's a solid piece, a very good solid piece. You know they got Joey Bosa. Joey Bosa, he still has something left in the tank. Can't forget about that. I don't know whose side it's either gonna be for Waga Banks dealing with him. Matt Milano is out. He will be out. But they got Shaq Thompson. Shaq Thompson, that's a solid number 2 option. And we all familiar with Shaq Thompson. He played with Carolina. So that's a solid number 2 guy, Shaq Thompson. So he'll be out there. And then you go to the backfield, just a few players to name. Tre'Davious White, we all familiar with him. Um, LSU guy. He had a little injury, bro, but it seems like he's putting some things together when he's healthy because he's still started on a powerhouse team in the league. So no, you can't write him off. You got Taylor Rapp. Taylor Rapp is a dog back there in the backfield. You got Cole Bishop. Damar Hamlin, he got bits for Taylor Rapp. But yeah, man, they just got some solid pieces back there. Teron Johnson, y'all know who he is. He's a solid nickel back. So defensively, we don't have our work cut out for us. And start with Spencer. In my eyes, Spencer have not turned the ball over. In my eyes, and to be honest, what it really is, so that Seahawks game was over with. So after halftime, I really wasn't really, to be honest, I really didn't pay attention to nothing after halftime. So Spencer Rattler, just continue to do what you do, man. Continue to do what you do, and I hate it. I hate it for Rattler because we're not assisting him. It's one thing if we got Rattler doing this and we don't have a few pieces that can assist. That's one thing, but when you got some solid pieces, supposed to be solid pieces, Alave, he supposed to be a number 1 receiver. He said he a number 1 receiver. You got some pieces that can work with Rattler, and they've been failing to do so. So once again, I mean, this is definitely not a game to, you know, believe that they're gonna get out the hole with this, but hey man, who knows? It could just be one of them days. But I'm telling you, that's the only way we're gonna really on this side of the ball, we got a better chance. We definitely got a much more better chance to be somewhat successful on this side of the ball compared to our defense, taming Josh Allen and company. Like, let's just be real and honest. So, any more final thoughts on our offensive side? Offensive side, I would just say our offensive line gotta hold up. And I'm gonna keep it all the way funky and honest. I know our thoughts on Cesar Ruiz and stuff like that, but to be honest, like Spencer, he hasn't been running for his life like that. Like if we're being honest, he really hasn't been running for his life. So the offensive line, they're not doing great, but they're not doing horrible either. So if anything, the reason why this offense isn't succeeding and it's not because of AK. It's not AK's fault because you keep handing the ball off to AK. The team's gonna cramp down on that. It's these guys on the outside. And like I said, there's no disrespect to he done made some big plays. Alave, I think he done made one big play over 20 yards in these 3 games. So We got a lot cut out for us, man. So that's pretty much it on that side of the ball. Nothing else to say. So we're gonna go to the other side of the ball. Our defense versus their offense. Our defense versus their powerhouse offense. How in the world, who that nation is, we're going to be able to be successful against their freaking offense. Last week, we let Sam Darnold, and it's no disrespect to Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is solid. And Sam Darnold, man, he got a that's a nice story. Him and Baker had similar careers. They started out, they got their shot. It kind of didn't go well. Baker got his shot in Cleveland, and it didn't go well. Then Tampa took a chance on him, and then with Sam Darnold with the Jets, it didn't go well. And then who took the chance on him? Carolina took a little chance on him. He was okay, and then I think he went to the 49ers for a little bit, and then he went to Minnesota. So he done been around a little bit. But look what he doing now. Starting and balling. Just led the Seahawks to a game-winning drive. So that's why I said we just can't give up. Like Spencer Rattler, he's in a perfect position. Like he's in a position of where he can just develop, and get better. His ceiling is not reached. Because we all thought that Baker's ceiling was reached. I didn't foresee Baker going to another club and you know doing this. No, and I'm not saying he no top 10. I'm not saying. I'm saying he's a franchise QB for a ball club. He do get that much respect. Sam Darnold is playing like a franchise QB for the ball club, for that ball club. So with the whole Rattler thing, man, we just gotta be patient and really he's not stressing us out. So we just gotta wait till guys that's around him want to decide to play, get physical, get open, make the tough catches, not having to depend on Kellen Moore to bring in a big body receiver in order to get these tough contested catches. If you a dog, let the addition of Vail be an addition. Just in case you go down, then you got another option that can make the tough catches. Not bringing in somebody to make the catch. That supposed to be you. Supposed to be you, bruh. Okay. Oh boy, this is a tough. Okay, players to watch out for on the Bills offensive side. It's so many names, man. I'm gonna just read some names. You guys gonna go crazy. Okay, we're gonna start out with Josh Allen, MVP. In MVP discussions, James Cook, a top 10 running back in the ball game. Ray Davis, his backup, one of the best backups in the game. And then you got Ty Johnson to go with that. All three, it's a three-head monster in the backfield. All of them is eating, but James Cook is leading the way. That's scary for us. Then we go to Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman, they slowly inserted him. I believe they have him as their number one option now. I know last season, like I said, they was inserting him, but you know, Keon Coleman can get off. He's a bit play threat. Then you got Elijah Moore, and this is backing him up. Elijah Moore. He's done been. I believe he was with the Jets last season, but neither here or there. He's a solid piece. But okay, Keon Coleman. On the other side, you got Khalil Shakir. Two dogs, two starters, been making, things shaking the league. Then they added Joshua Palmer this year. Joshua Palmer this year is out there making plays. Okay, so that's their top three receivers. And then I'm going to name two more receivers to go with that. I gave you Elijah Moore. Then you got Curtis Samuel. So this offense, you got dogs, and then you got solid pieces to back them up. Now, Going to the tight end, you got Dalton Kincaid. So who about to guard Dalton Kincaid Sunday? Who about to do it? They're not gonna put DeMario on them. I don't think so. Who they gonna put on them? Alante? Alante, he got me disappointed right now. I really don't know what to say about Alante. Dudes be talking about they want a bag and making stuff sound good. Miss me with that, bro. Ain't nobody on this team deserving of no bag right now. No bag for nobody. Get chunk change to come back and prove that you a dog. Okay, on the offensive line, Deion Dawkins. Oh my gosh, wow, Pro Bowler. Connor McGovern, one of the top centers in the game. Wow. And then on the offensive line, some solid pieces. I'm gonna say, they're the top, but they got one questionable guy that right tackle, Spencer Brown. Um, if he plays or not, I'm gonna just be honest with that nation. When we're looking at it from a skill set standpoint, how is we gonna stop Josh Allen? And like I said, the only way we're gonna have a shot is if guys is having just a bad day at the park, and it's gotta be the Bills. Got to give us some favorite in this matchup Sunday. Josh Allen got to come out there and just lollygagging around. This is how we're gonna even have a chance. But if these guys is coming out here ready to play the Bills, it's gonna be a long afternoon. And that's just being honest, man. Just being honest as a Saints fan. I can't keep it 50. I gotta keep it all the way 10 toes 100. And it is what it is. Is what it is. We don't have nobody that's gonna stop Josh Allen. I know shout out to Carl Granderson. Carl Granderson balling his tail off. He should have a 10 sack season. I mean, is it an elite pass rushing style? No, but it's good. It's solid right now. And I'm glad that we have that. Now, it would have been nice for him to have a complimentary piece with him, but that complimentary piece is, nursing a calf injury. But like I said, that's neither here nor there. Done discussed it. So, solid outing by Carl Granderson. But do I think that's gonna he's about to shut out Josh Allen? I'm talking about keeping them contained, forcing them to make throws, or forcing them to throw the ball away. I don't think so. I don't think so, man. The run game. If we decide to just say if we decide to contain James Cook, then when it's time to sling the football, what do you think that's about to look like? I gotta go watch the press conference of what Kellen talking about. But to my knowledge, if any demotions or anything would have happened on this defensive backfield, it would have been out. Sources would have had that out. I'm talking about within camp. People within the camp would have put that out, like your Nick Underhills and Mike Triplets, like these guys. No demotions, to my knowledge, at this point has been made. So, what is we talking about? So Kool-Aid about to go out there and he about to fold up Keon Coleman, and then who about to fold up Khalil Shakir? Who about to do that? Isaac Yadam, Quincy Riley. I ain't gonna disrespect you or not like that. I ain't gonna throw you out there because it's if you get out there and get Brown, I can live with that because you gotta get your feet wet, man. If you getting ate up, you getting ate up, but you gotta get your feet wet. It is what it is. Is what it is. Nothing has been done for Kool-Aid, so we're just gonna keep him out there. Oh, that's just part of, he gotta grow. He gotta grow. Shame on you, Kelly. I don't like that, man. I don't like your decision with this Kool-Aid move. You got this man as our number one corner traveling with the number ones. Can you tell me what made him earn that position? Because it definitely wasn't what he done last year with the Saints. Because he was injured a lot of the time. He really did. He didn't put nothing on paper to be like, yes, this is our guy. So we're going off a training camp practice, and I'm not taking away from training camp practices. Yeah, people can develop and get good, but at least make a few plays in the preseason. If you out there playing and your name not getting called or nothing, Mason Tipton is the prime example. He went out there in practice, made plays in the preseason, made a play or two big plays in the limited snaps he had. But you have somebody that done that, not getting five, not getting five snap counts, 5 to 10 snap counts a game. Like, what is we doing, Kellen? Come on, let's stop acting like ain't nobody be replaced. Like Olave is that good to where he can't lose snap counts. I'm not saying start. I'm not saying bench a lot. Come on now. I'm not saying that. But you tell me you can't take away a couple snap counts from Olave or Sheet or whoever it is to let these young receivers get in and get their feet wet. Because what is it gonna hurt? What is it gonna hurt? The Bills, they got a vision. They want the AFC to come through Buffalo. That's their vision. They done beat Baltimore, so they got the tiebreaker on Baltimore. I don't know if they hadn't played the Chiefs yet. Have they played the Chiefs? No, they ain't played the Chiefs. I don't even know if they play the Chiefs on the regular season. But the Chiefs definitely ain't about to get no home field advantage. Right now, it ain't looking like that. But you know the Chiefs can turn up. They got that switch. Now, I don't know if that switch doesn't expire, but it is what it is. But what I'm saying about the Bills is, I don't think they just about to come and lay eggs, man. I don't think they about to do that because they know the bigger picture. They trying to get to the Super Bowl. They tired of the AFC Championship. Keep going through freaking Kansas City. You always got to go to Arrowhead for the AFC Championship. Why not come up there to Buffalo for an AFC Championship? That's how they looking at it. But like I said, I really don't see too much that we can do to detain this offense. And that's just like I said, that's just being honest about it, man. I'm telling you, I can't sit here and lie to my family, to my Who That Nation family. Like I said, I'm a real one, so I gotta keep it solid. It's not looking good, Who That Nation. If we go out there and win, it's gonna be because the Bills didn't want to play. It's not gonna be because we went out there and made plays. It's gonna be because of the Bills didn't want to play, or they just had an off day. That's what that would be if we're or in the same, you know, if we're in the same realm of them at some point in the game or all game, the whole game. But Who That Nation, man, that's pretty much gonna wrap up the preview show. Like I said, I'm sorry I wasn't able to go live. I just wanted to hop on right quick and just make a quick preview show. And as you see, it really wasn't nothing. It really wasn't a lot about the game discussed. I had to go into other brackets because that's basically what the team allows us podcasters to take the way they've been doing things. And this has nothing to do with them being good or them not being good. It has nothing to do with that. If the ball is in your hand, make the catch. Help the quarterback out. If Olave catches that, just imagine, just say if we even 1-2, just say if we 1-2, the morale in the locker room will be way better than what it is now. We freaking 0-3. 2 games was in our hands. We got Blake Groupie missing a field goal both games. What is we talking about? Missing one in the Seattle game. These are things that will get you beat. And I just hope special teams we come out to play. Blake Groupie, I hope your leg is ready. If you don't do nothing this game, Kellen, you gotta bring in Charlie Smurf if he's not picked up on the team. You gotta do that, man. But once again, man, Who That Nation, you guys please like, subscribe, and follow the page. And apologies once again. Um, the post game show will be Sunday. Let's see. It'll be Sunday night. I'll do it Sunday night. Just be on the lookout for the link, the notification. Who That Nation. We'll see what happens Sunday. I don't have high hopes for this game. As far as it being competitive, this is a top-notch team that we're playing. Just think about what Seattle done to us last week. Seattle, in my opinion, is not on the Bills level. So it's not looking too good. Who That Nation. Let's just hope they have an off day. Let's just have they have an off day. But just be tuned tomorrow night. It's probably gonna be around 9 Central Time. Gonna be live on Madden. Um, live interaction. You guys stay tuned for that. See you guys tomorrow night. This is the host CB and I'm out. Who that?